go, Pumas. Believe in yourself. You got this today. You got it. Get the win. Come on, boys.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
As the summer heat finally begins to cool off, two red-hot football teams meet in Chandler. Tonight's battle of undefeated, the 3-0 Brophy Broncos come into John Wren Stadium to take on the 3-0 Perry Pumas. Good evening, everyone. Jordan Palacio alongside Tim Schultz. Max Preps has these two teams slated inside the Arizona top 15. Brophy comes in tonight at number 4 in Arizona. Perry, meanwhile, coming in at number 11. It should be a great contest, and we're both very excited to bring it. Now, Tim, stepping into the booth here for us tonight from John Wren Stadium. As I mentioned, both teams coming into this game very highly rated. Now, these two offenses, very high-powered, almost 400 yards a game between them, but they both do it in different ways, Tim.
Yeah, the Brophy does. They're running the ball really hard, and Perry is passing the ball pretty good. So about the same amount of yards per team, one passing, one running.
Yeah, exactly. Both teams coming in at just under 380 yards per game. Perry at 376, Brophy at 378. Like Tim mentioned, Perry doing it most of it through the air, coming in at just under 800 yards passing on the season, where Brophy is running the ball at over 700 yards on the year. Now, Perry and Brophy, Perry, a relatively new school, opened in 2007, almost 20 years ago. It seems weird to say that. Brophy, meanwhile, Tim, has been a mainstay in Arizona football. It seems like forever.
They have been. They've been in the Valley here for a long, long time, downtown Phoenix, and they have a sister school as well. So it'll be a good game. Hopefully they mix it up good.
Yeah, it should be. We're looking forward to a very physical and very fun game of football under the lights here on Friday nights from John Wren Stadium. We're going to pause for the coin toss, and we'll come back with some Friday night action here between the Brophy College Prep Broncos and the Perry Pumas. Welcome back to John Wren Stadium. We are all set for kickoff here between the Broncos and the Pumas. Brophy will be first to receive, and we are getting set for what should be a very fun game of football. The turf field here at John Wren Stadium is a new addition to the 2024 season. The Puma logo, very apparent on this field, 30 yards in length. And we are underway. That's James Dean on the kickoff that flies into the end zone, and it'll be an automatic touchback. That was Ryder Noche on the return, or lack thereof. And here comes this Brophy offense. Like I mentioned, this Brophy team coming in at 3-0, primarily a running team, over 700 yards on the ground this season. Don't let that fool you, though. They are putting up almost 400 yards per game. A lot of it is due to their dual-threat quarterback. That's Rylan Humphrey coming into this game just under 400 yards passing on the season, 7 touchdowns through the air, that is, 3 interceptions. But he's also carried the ball 24 times for 150 yards and a touchdown. Brophy will start in a shotgun set, have a man in motion. And we have our first snap of the game. It'll be a give to the left side, and it's a physical run that looked like from number 15, Case Vandenbosch, if I have it correct. Yep, that's him. Vandenbosch on the season, just under 200 yards running. He's got 5 scores as well. Gain of 6 for the Broncos as they look to the sideline to get their play.
It's not a touchdown.
And Brophy again will line up in the shotgun set. Running back on either side, and they send one in motion. Humphrey's going to keep, he's going to throw, and it looks like it was going backwards. The referees call it an incomplete pass. Pressure in there from the Pumas. Pass intended for number 6, Harrison Chambers. Falls incomplete, and it's third down. Tim, some pressure in there early from the Pumas. They got 9 sacks on the year. They've been doing a good job of generating that pressure.
Yeah, that was Maddox Ford that blocked that pass. That was right in the quarterback's face. So it was
19 tackles in there for Ford this season. He's also got an interception to his credit. Now 3rd and 4, and it's going to be Vanden Bosch on the keeper running to the left side. He gets through up to the 35. Easy first down for the Broncos, tackled at the 36, and they'll keep the chains moving here on 3rd down. You'll see the Broncos do this a lot here tonight. They run a 2-quarterback system. As Vanden Bosch goes out, Humphrey comes back in. He's got Chambers to his right here in the shotgun for the time being. Chambers, he's got 180 yards on the ground this year, and Brophy's going to spend a timeout. Some miscommunication on the field, and within the first minute and change of the ball game, Brophy is going to spend a timeout. And we'll stay here on the timeout. Tim, we've seen a lot of these quarterback keepers, a lot of these options, and that's pretty much Brophy's bread and butter.
yeah, they're good fast runners, and they have good arms. So it's unfortunate they had to take the timeout, and we'll see if that comes into play towards the end of the first half.
Yeah, it's definitely something to keep an eye on with that clock management. As I mentioned, Brophy coming into this game ranked number 4, at least according to Max Preps. The AIA rankings don't come out until October, so until then, that's kind of what we're going off of. Both teams coming back onto the field. 1st and 10 from the Brophy 36-yard line. Humphrey in at quarterback, and that is Chambers, number 6, to his right. We haven't seen them much yet, but this Brophy team littered with Division I commitments. We'll get into them later. Humphrey gives a hard count, now looks to the sideline. Chambers changes his mind, went from right to left, now back to Humphrey's right. And it's going to be an RPO to the right side, and it's blown up by the Pumas. Broken tackle, and it's going to be just about 0 gain on the play. That was Christian Camrata on the reception. And it's going to be 2nd and long for the Broncos.
Yeah, it looks like they didn't get any yardage on that play.
2nd and 10 for Brophy. Trips out here on the near side. Humphrey still at quarterback. Getting the play call. We've seen it a lot so far. This option style of play is what is to be expected from these Broncos. 2nd and 10. Humphrey gives it to Chambers, stiff arms the man, past the 45 and tackled. Gain of about 4 to 5 yards depending on the spot, and it's going to be another 3rd down for Brophy. 3rd and 6. Brophy a much more physical team, at least on paper, and the stats don't lie either. They run the ball significantly more than the Pumas, and you'd probably expect them to run the ball here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5, Humphreys looking left, now throws over the middle. It's in through the hands of the receiver, falls incomplete, and it's going to be 4th down, and on comes the punt team. That's Donovan McNabb Jr. on the intended reception, and it falls to the ground for 4th down. Tim, looked like it was going to be a 1st down and maybe then some. McNabb Jr. was open over the middle.
He was. It was. It looks like the pass was a little bit behind him. And the Pumas had a chance to intercept that ball, but they just weren't ready for it.
Yeah, just right through the hands, probably ready to make a tackle, and the ball falls to the ground. Punt team is on here for Brophy, punting from the 41. That's Wendell Schaefer in there for the Pumas to return. Clean snap. And the punt almost blocked, and we're going to have a flag on the play for roughing the kicker. It's going to be 1st down for Brophy, almost certainly. The punt is a good one. It's inside the 10 at the 9-yard line, but there's a flag in the backfield, and this is almost certainly going to be a 1st down for Brophy. Obviously, in high school, no mics on the referees, so we're just going to wait for the signal. Personal foul. There's the roughing the kicker. Give Brophy an extra 15 yards, and more importantly, Tim, a 1st down.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for the Pumas. So they'll be on the close to the 50. 55, 54.
Yeah, moving it up past the Puma, into Puma territory at the 44. Still not outside that logo yet, Tim.
Nope.
Brophy's offense comes back onto the field. And here comes both quarterbacks on the field. We have Vandenbosch, number 15, to Humphreys' left, and it looks like Chambers into his right. 1st and 10, Brophy after the penalty. Ball at the 44-yard line. Humphrey has it. He looks right. They have the screen set up. Passes caught and a broken tackle. And eventually the receiver, that's Carlos Estrada, brought down after a nice gain on 1st down, past the 40 to looks like about the 37 or so. Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd and 3 for the Broncos. Humphrey has it, and he's going to keep it. Juke pass man now throw backwards. That's technically a lateral. Not that it matters much because Estrada made the catch, and it's going to be no gain on the play. Again, Brophy running that RPO offense, and it sets up the third down of this Brophy drive.
That was a nice tackle. Nice tackle by Perry.
Yeah, Perry read the play well and are in position now to set up another 3rd down. Although, Tim, depends on what Brophy's going to do. Could be looking at 4-down territory here.
They've been running the ball, so I'm sure they're going to have the quarterback keep the ball or hand it off.
Yeah, and it looks like Humphrey, number 2, is off the field. They have Vandenbosch out there. Again, part of that 2-quarterback system. We got Carlos Estrada in at running back to Vandenbosch's left. Vandenbosch steps back to throw. He's looking over the middle, wants to go deep, floats it up, and it is caught for the touchdown. Brophy, 36 yards. It is, what a throw from Vandenbosch all the way to Dalen Sharper. That's Sharper's 3rd touchdown on the year, and it gives Brophy a 6-point lead.
Number 6 from Perry almost broke that play up, but didn't happen.
Vandenbosch to Sharper from 36 yards on 3rd down gives Brophy the lead. The extra point is up and through, and because of the penalty, Tim, Brophy now takes a 7-point lead.
And it's been 4 minutes. 4 minutes into the game. So Perry has to come back, and we'll see what they can do passing the ball.
That should be fun to watch. That is what Perry does best. They throw the ball along with some of the best in the state. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll come back with the kickoff. It's Brophy 7, Perry nothing, with about 8:26 left to go in the 1st quarter. Welcome back to John Wren Stadium. Brophy up 7-0. Perry's offense getting ready to take the field for the first time and should have already been on the field, but the penalty keeping the last Brophy drive alive, and the Broncos found pay dirt thanks to a 36-yard bomb from Vandenbosch to Sharper. Vandenbosch's 6th touchdown of the year. Brophy's kick is away. It's a good one. It's going to be returned by Wendell Schaefer from the 5-yard line. And here comes Wendell Schaefer looking for a hole. Gets tackled just short of the 30-yard line. And the Pumas will take over at, it looks like, the 28 or 29.
Yeah, I think it's a 29. He almost got through. Real close to breaking it loose there maybe for another 10 yards.
Now stepping onto the field, quarterback for Perry, number 12, Cale Snyder. 776 yards coming into tonight's game. 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Only a sophomore.
6'3", 210.
That's a big boy right there.
Big kid.
Yes, it is. Snyder on his first play of the night, looking left, wanting to throw over the middle, and does. And potentially some miscommunication there. Ball oversailing the receiver by a good 10 to 15 yards. He's looking for Hayden Moon.
He was poised behind the line there. He looked good.
Yeah, Snyder only a sophomore. We talked to head coach Joe Ortiz of the Pumas before the game, and we asked him, there's a lot of eyeballs on this game, two very good teams. Do you need to calm the sophomore down? He said, nope, not with Snyder. Calm, cool, and collected. Snyder now on second down wants to throw this left. Two guys wide open, and there's a catch made on the far side for a first down at the 44-yard line that looked like L.J. Walker on the reception. L.J. Walker has been tearing it up this season so far through the first 3 games. How about this, Tim? 18 receptions coming into the night, 431 yards, 4 touchdowns, top 10 in the state in receiving yards. I believe ranked number 7 prior to tonight's game, and he's already adding to his total tonight's.
That's great. He's got some good long balls to him.
Definitely does, as the Pumas will run the ball, which, again, they do well, but that's not the primary of their offense. They pick up 3 or 4 on the run. That looked like Talon Frazier on the carry. Frazier coming into tonight, only 12 carries on the year, picked up another one there. Has a receiving touchdown to his credit, though. They pick up 5 yards, ball at midfield at the 49-yard line. Man in motion for the Pumas. Snyder drops back in pressure, rolls out to his right, throws off the back foot, and it's incomplete just over the head of Amos Augustine, 6'2 freshman, and it'll be third down and 5 for the Pumas.
Went right through his fingertips. He almost had it.
3rd and 5 for Perry. We saw Brophy go 2 for 3 on the third downs in their first drive. Let's see how the Pumas can respond. First third down of the night for Perry. And we have a man that jumps off sides, and the Pumas don't even need to run the third down play. They should be picking it up here on the neutral zone infraction.
They should have the ball on the 41-yard line. 46, my apologies.
Well, both teams giving the other teams first downs here. Perry on the roughing the punter, and the Broncos making it easy on the Pumas to pick up a first down, not even needing to run a play. Pumas line up in the pistol. Snyder gets a snap, 3-step drop, looking left. He's got a man, he's open down the far sideline, past the 30, inside the 25. It'll be a first down. Perry on the 20-yard play.
That was Talon Frazier was in the back and came up for the short pass. Got some nice yardage with the run.
Talon Frazier making his spot heard so far on this first drive. A couple big catches for the sophomore. Snyder now bouncing to his right, needs to step up, in trouble, stays on his feet until he's eventually brought down. He's met by a pack of Broncos. It's going to be a sack back to the 29-yard line, a loss of 7 for the Pumas. Under 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Broncos up by 7. Second and long for the Pumas, officially 2nd and 16 after the sack. Snyder's going to give on the inside, and after a broken tackle, that's Nate Wheeler on the carry, picks a lot of that, sack back and then some. It'll be 3rd and manageable for the Pumas. As we hit the halfway point here in the first quarter, Pumas looking to tie things up with the Broncos. Wheeler goes in motion again. Snyder going to give on the inside, and on 3rd and 4, the Pumas just get back to the line. It's going to bring up 4th down for Perry. That was Maddox Ford on the carry, and the Pumas have a decision to make early, Tim, and it looks like they're staying out there.
Yeah, I'd go for 3, but get the points.
Well, it seems like there's some confusion initially, and now the offense will jog off to the field. And it'll be number 82, James Dean, to kick the field goal here. And it looks like it's going to be about a 33-yarder from the left hash. James Dean, 3 for 7 on field goals so far this year. Kick is up, and it's through the upright. So the Pumas respond with 3 points of their own, and they get on the board here with 5:07 left to go in the first quarter. It's Brophy 7, Perry 3. We'll be back here on Perry Live 365.
Number 9, Ryder Northrup, and number 85, Jonathan McNabb, Jr.
Welcome back, Chandler, Arizona, John Wren Stadium. 7-3 our score between the Broncos and the Pumas. The Broncos score on their first drive, and Perry does as well. However, Broncos getting into the end zone. The Pumas settling for 3 after their third down run was stopped at the line. Dean's kickoff after making the field goal sails into the end zone for a touchback, and up come the Broncos for their second drive of the night.
What a great name, James Dean. I love it.
That's a familiar one. There's no doubt about that. We mentioned it earlier, Tim. This Brophy team coming in with a lot of pretty impressive lineage. We're talking Devin Fitzgerald. We haven't seen him so far tonight. Does that last name ring a bell, Fitzgerald?
It does. That's our native Larry Fitzgerald's son.
Dalen Sharper, who also caught a touchdown earlier. Donovan McNabb Jr. as Humphrey's going to give straight up the middle, and it's going to be a gain of 7 yards straight up the gut. And it looks like that was Chambers on the carry for Brophy.
They also have Jordan Cunningham on the team. His father played in the NFL as well.
Like I said, a very impressive NFL lineage. Fitzgerald made a very impressive catch in Week 1 against Williamsfield to win the game, as Humphrey in the shotgun after the 7-yard run from Chambers is going to look to pass here. Has a man over the middle, lets it fly deep. He's going for Fitzgerald, and it's over his head, almost intercepted by Simba Mahaso, but it falls incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and 3.
Simba almost broke that play up in the end zone for that touchdown that Brophy got earlier. So that's a kid to keep an eye on, too, for Perry.
And it seems like the game plan so far with these receivers, Brophy coming into this game with a bit of a size advantage. Basically, it looks like Humphrey or Vandenbosch, whoever's in at quarterback, whoever's slinging it, just throw it up there and give these guys a chance to go make a play. And it worked on that touchdown pass earlier. 3rd and 3 for the Pumas. Can they get off the field to give to Chambers? And he's stopped in the backfield. What a play by Maddox Ford. He does it on both sides of the ball, running back, and he forces a punt here for the Pumas.
That was a great tackle. Broke right through the line.
You want to talk about building some momentum. That's the way to do it right there. Maddox Ford read the play incredibly well and blew it up in the backfield. Brophy on to punt again after the 2-yard loss on the run. It looks like it's going to be Wendell Schaefer in to return, his feet planted at Perry's 34. And the Brophy punt is up and away. This time it's clean, no flags. Wendell Schaefer, no fair catch. He's going to return it. He starts at the 37, comes to the near side, tries to get past one and does, and takes his return past the 50-yard line into the Brophy 49. Perry will have good field position here, a return of about 12 to 13 yards.
They're in great position. That was a nice return.
Yeah, it's very common you'll see, especially in the high school game, no matter where the punt is, no matter what the coverage is, people close, people far. A lot of times coaches don't want to risk that return. They don't want to risk muffing the punt because the kid's trying to make a play. But Wendell Schaefer had the freedom to return, and it paid dividends there for the Pumas. Snyder in at quarterback again for Perry. 1st and 10 on the 49. Brophy's done a nice job generating some pressure. Already have 1 sack, as the first play is going to be a pass to the left side and a gain of a yard, if that. L.J. Walker on the reception for the Pumas, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Number 55, Matthew Hernandez, there to make the stop for Brophy.
Pumas look toward the sideline to get their play. 4 wide set here for Perry. As Snyder steps back, 3 steps, looks to his right. That option's not there. He's going to take off and run. Snyder up the middle, spins out of a tackle past the 40, gets hit hard, but has the first down, and the Perry Pumas keep the chains moving. Helmet actually popped off for Snyder, so because of that play, Snyder's actually going to have to come and sit out for a run.
He felt the defender right on his back because he was at his shirt. Almost had his shirt.
And the Pumas, a little bit of confusion, I think, because Snyder has to sit out of play. They have Maddox Ford in the backfield along with Peyton Greco. Greco in the pistol. I bet almost anything they're going to run the ball right here. Greco has it, and he will give it straight up the middle. That's Ford trying to make his way through the pile, and he'll pick up 4 yards, and Snyder will come back on after having to sit out of play. You know, I wonder in those situations, too, you think backup quarterback comes in, it's only going to be for a play that it's almost a foregone conclusion that they're going to want run the ball. I'd almost like to see a play action pass there just to keep the defense guessing.
That would definitely keep them guessing if they did that.
But, you know, that's why I'm talking about the game. I'm not calling it. 2nd and 7 for the Pumas after the run up the middle to Ford. Single back set here for Perry. Snyder under center. He's going to give it straight back to Ford, trying to make his way through the pile. Picks up a handful of yards. Pretty decent run there for Perry to make it 3rd and manageable here. Ball got up to the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 3 for Perry. Under a minute 30 left to go here in the first quarter. Snyder in the pistol, Ford in behind. Gets the snap, he's going to keep on the option. He wants to go to the end zone, no one's there. Snyder trying to run, throws out of bounds. Well, it actually was intended for Wendell Schaefer. It looked like just how casual that throw was. He was throwing it away, but it falls incomplete. And Tim, I would imagine too far to kick, too close to punt. And the Pumas, I expect, will be going for this.
Yeah, I think they are too. Wendell Schaefer got knocked down by the defender. I'm surprised they didn't call holding or something because he was laying on the ground.
The Puma offense will stay on the field. 4th and 3 from the 30-yard line. Well, after getting the stop on defense, you'd love your offense to come and make a play, take advantage of some momentum and great field position. They're going to run the ball on 4th down, and that play is blown up from the beginning. Brophy with immediate pressure. That was Matthew Hernandez on the tackle, or at least he was the one that led the charge, and Brophy will force the Pumas to turn the ball over on downs.
I wonder if that was an option, quarterback option, and I think if he would have kept the ball, he would have got the first down.
Hernandez on the year, 15 total tackles coming in tonight, 3 of which were TFLs. He just picked up his 4th TFL this season, and it was a big one for Brophy. They get off the field. No points for the Pumas on that drive.
Starting off on the 32.
Rylan Humphrey back in at quarterback. 4 wide set here for Brophy. Trips left as they will get their play call. Almost a false start, and it is going to be a false start on the running back Chambers. He wasn't initially set, kind of flinched, and the Broncos started this drive going backwards. Well, and actually, it looks like Brophy, before the penalty, were able to get a timeout
Timeout.
in. Yep, so
Yeah.
they saved themselves the penalty, moving back 5 yards. There seemed to be some confusion, but it'll be a timeout. We're going to step aside for a brief moment. Here from John Wren Stadium, about a minute left to play here in the first. It's 7-3 Broncos. First and 10 after the timeout. Brophy only with 1 remaining in the first half, calling 2 here in the first quarter. Saved themselves from a couple of penalties, though. First and 10 from the 32. And we have a fumble on the exchange. Ball is on the ground. Pumas say they have it, and they do. Perry forced a turnover. Humphrey couldn't handle the snap, and the Pumas get the ball right back at the 29-yard line.
The man in motion knocked the ball out of his hand.
It's a killer if you're the Broncos. You take a timeout, you get everything organized, and then you have a mishap on the snap. The Pumas take the ball over at the 29-yard line, and you thought they had good field position on their last drive. They have even better field position now. Snyder in the gun, actually in the pistol, running back in behind. Looks right initially, progression, goes through the progression. Snyder steps up the left hash, past the chains. It'll be a first down on the ground for Cale Snyder. And Snyder, he's no slouch when it comes to running the ball either. He picks up the first down up to the 18-yard line.
He put his head down and got another 2 yards. That was great.
Well, you said it earlier, Tim, coming in 6'3", 210. He's got the ability to run over some of these guys in the secondary. Snyder in first down, looks over the middle, pass is caught. Receiver moving backwards, trying to make a man miss. Couldn't do so. That was Peyton Greco, who came in for quarterback on that one play where Snyder had to snit. And it'll be a 2nd down and 3 for the Pumas after the 7-yard reception. Clock winding down here in the first quarter. Pumas maybe will get one more play if they want to hurry. Depends on what look they get possibly from the Broncos. 5 seconds and counting. And they're going to look to the sideline, and they're going to let the clock run out here in the first quarter. Perry in business, though. They trail by 4 points. Our score heading into the second quarter is Brophy 7, Perry 3. And we'll take a break and come back here on Perry Live 365 with the Pumas having 2nd and 3 on the 11.
Once again, fans, if you're feeling hungry or thirsty, be sure to take your debit or credit card with you and visit the concession stand at the north end of the stadium to satisfy that craving. There's a variety of food and drink, all at affordable prices. All proceeds benefit the Puma Band program. Perry Pumas here would like to thank their sponsors for the 2024-2025 season. Some of their sponsors are Earnhardt Ford, Chris Davis Farmers Insurance, Bird Boot Camp, Big Two Toyota, Sapporo, Centennial, Unmarked Beauty, Michael Fisher Counseling.
Start of the second quarter here between the Pumas and the Broncos. Perry looking to score and take the lead here. 2nd and 3 on the Brophy 11-yard line.
Looks like they're in the same formation as they were in the other end zone.
Snyder looking to throw the jump ball up. Pass is on the way, and it's just over the outstretched hand of the intended receiver. He was looking for Amos Augustine. It falls incomplete, and it'll be 3rd down. Augustine coming in at 6'2", 190, trying to give the tall man a chance to go make a play. During the break, Tim, we were talking about Jake Houston coming into the game. He's coming in at 6'3", doesn't look to be on the field right now. Let's see if the Pumas will throw another go ball here on 3rd and 3. Snyder communicating with his O-line. Steps under center. Gives straight up the middle. And after the scrum at the line of scrimmage, you'll see where they spot it. It's right where the chains are. So we'll see if it'll be 3rd or 4th down. That was Frazier on the carry. And it's going to be shorts. 4th down for the Pumas. And again, it's decision time for Perry. And at least for now, the offense is staying on the field. Perry makes a couple of subs. Here we go. Gain of 1 officially on the last run to Frazier. 4th and 2. Perry going for it on 4th down again. Snyder looking to the right. It's not there. Now it's flushed. Runs. Steps up to the 5. He's got the 1st down, and he rumbles into the end zone. The ball comes out, but he was across the plane. Snyder from 10 yards gives the Pumas the lead.
What a good eye. I tell you, he saw he saw there was nobody open, saw the hole, ran for it, and got in the end zone. What a great play.
You can see Snyder going through the progressions. His first option, second option, not there. He tucks the ball, not afraid to get hit, takes contact, gets the 1st down, and then gets 6 points. Perry takes the lead, 9-7, and on comes James Dean for the point after.
From the number 13 Pepper Motor Line home.
Well, the Pumas make good on the turnover. They got the ball to 29-yard line, and they punch it in for 6 on 4th down as Dean's point after is through the uprights and good. 10-7 our score. We'll take a quick break and come back with the kickoff. The Pumas take the lead. They're up by 3. Welcome back to John Wren Stadium. We promised a good one, and it's delivering so far. 10-7 our score as we just began the 2nd quarter. Dean on to kick for the Pumas. He's kicked the ball off a couple times so far tonight. 3 times to be in fact, and all 3 times it's been a touchback. Would not expect anything less here on this one. Ball is away, and it's going well into the end zone, almost through the end zone, right toward the very back of it, about 9 yards deep. And Brophy will take over on the touchback. Brophy coming into this game 3-0. Beat Williams Field on that last second touchdown catch from Fitzgerald that I mentioned earlier. Last week they beat Centennial 28-14 versus the Pumas here tonight on the road. And they have Notre Dame Prep and Basha coming up here in the next couple weeks as the high school football season heats up. Looks like Vanden Bosch in there at quarterback to start this drive for the Broncos. Like we've seen, this Brophy team will run a 2-quarterback system, and with Humphrey and to start this drive with Vanden Bosch. And he keeps himself on the option, wanting to make a play. Stays on his feet after breaking a couple tackles. Ball comes out. The Pumas say they have it again. No official sign yet. The referee's talking about it, and they give it to the Pumas. How about that? On back-to-back offensive plays, Brophy turns the ball over, and the Pumas once again in business. They take over at the 27-yard line.
That was unbelievable. He took a couple shots, a couple hits, and that ball came out just before he went on the ground.
It looked like almost that the Pumas just stripped the ball right at the very last second. Vanden Bosch trying to extend the play, pick up a couple of extra yards. fumbles the ball. He could not believe the call from the referee, but the Pumas take over nonetheless. A ball at the 27-yard line as Snyder steps into the pistol, and they get the play call from the sideline. 4 wide set here for the Pumas. Snyder gets the snap. He's going to give straight up the middle to Frazier, and he'll pick up a yard at most on the carry.
We're just a minute and a half into the second quarter.
The Pumas looking to capitalize on the second turnover from Brophy. Snyder wanted to go deep, looking for any passing options. Throw on the left sideline, falls incomplete. A little bit of contact between the intended receiver and the DB. We were looking for Hayden Moon on the reception. He went to the ground wanting a flag. None came, and it'll make it 3rd and 9.
Yeah, Dom Mitchell got into him a little bit, but no flag.
Dominic Mitchell, 14 tackles on the season. Definitely the bigger guy in that matchup. Mitchell coming in 6'1", 190 versus Hayden Moon's 5'9", 170. 3rd and 10, just like that for the Pumas after picking up the fumble. Needing to make something happen here. Snyder drops back, looking over the middle. Trying to dance around to the pocket, boots it left. Throws, and is dropped. Ball falls incomplete. Flag came into the line of scrimmage, so the play probably wouldn't have mattered anyway. Peyton Greco had the ball go right through his hands. However, it'll probably be a holding, we would assume, given the placement of that flag. It'll be 4th down nonetheless for the Pumas, unless Brophy decides to accept the penalty. And the line judge on the other side, coming from the Brophy sideline, indicates that they're going to decline the penalty. It was a hold on the Pumas, as you can see from the referee there on the bottom of your screen. If they decline the penalty, it'll be 4th down. And again, Tim, ball at the 27-yard line. Might be one of those too far to kick, too close to punt. Looks like the offense is staying out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think James Dean's got a pretty good foot on him. I wouldn't. I'd give it a shot.
It looks like they're going to. Dean, number 82, jogging out to the field. He's 1 for 1 on field goals so far tonight. Came into tonight's game 3 for 7, but they're going to let him rip it here from 49 yards. It's a long one in the high school game. Flag coming in from the back judge. It's a delay of game from the Pumas. Took a little bit too long trying to figure out what they were going to do, if they were going to go for it or not. It's a delay of game, and that might have just taken them out of the field goal attempt range.
Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. But we'll. Looks like they're going with it again. We're going to try Dean for a field goal.
How about this? 49 yards. James Dean. Snap is away. Kick is up. It has the leg.
Got it.
Right down the middle. How about that, young man? James Dean knocks it in from 49 and extends the Puma lead up to 6. 13-7 our score. We'll take a quick break from John Wren as Perry extend their lead to 6 points here on Perry Live 365.
To receive the Dean kickoff. Number 85, the Jam.
James Dean
And number 9, no kick.
gives the Pumas a 6-point lead. Now comes on to kick for Perry. 4-star kicker. Came into this game only 3 for 7 on the year for field goals. He's 2 for 2 tonight. And his kick is away. I think he's feeling himself a little bit, Tim. The adrenaline takes that kick through the back of the end zone. And Brophy, uncharacteristically turning the ball over on back-to-back plays on offense. We'll see if they can recover 2 fumbles.
I'm interested to see if they're taking their 2 timeouts comes into play towards the end of this quarter. Got 10 minutes left.
Yeah, you'd imagine, depending on how this drive goes, they'll get the ball back maybe one more time, maybe two more times in this half, depending on how this drive shakes out. It's Humphrey in at quarterback for Brophy, and he's going to keep himself on the option. Now throws out to his left on the RPO, and the pass is going to go for 7 to 8 yards. On the reception, that was Christian Camarata, and there's that option play that we've seen a lot from Brophy so far tonight.
Yeah, they're running that play once or twice a possession, so that's seems successful, and that's where they're getting all those running yards.
Yeah, it seems like that technically going as a run. Humphrey's pass was behind the line of scrimmage laterally to Camarata. Second down as Humphrey's going to give straight up the guts, and it'll be a first down. It looks like that was Estrada on the carry, number 5. He moves the sticks for the Broncos. 4 wide set here for the Broncos. Trips right, as you can see, and these receivers, Dalen Sharper, Donovan McNabb Jr., Fitzgerald. It doesn't look to be in the game on this play, but just a very impressive core as it goes to Donovan McNabb Jr. onto the near side, and it looks like it'll be a gain of 2 to 3, and it'll force second down. Just under 9 minutes left to go here in this first half. Pumas have forced 2 turnovers in this ball game, scoring points on each of those ensuing drives to take a 6-point lead. As Humphrey gives up the middle, that's Estrada, and he's not going anywhere. Gain of 1 on the play, and another important third down here for this Brophy offense, trying to stay with the Pumas.
Yeah, the Puma defensive line was right on that play.
Third and 6, ball at the 37. Humphrey in at quarterback. It looks like Sharper here on the near side doesn't know what the play is. Hands going up almost as if to say, what do we got? 4 wide set here for Humphrey. So he gets the snap, looks Sharper's way. He wanted the go ball. Sharper got past 1. There's the go ball to Sharper. Contact all over the place, and it looks like it's going to be defensive pass interference. That was Devin Sarpy in coverage. And Tim, I think they're going to throw that flag every time.
Yeah, no doubt. He was all over him.
One of those passes where, as a quarterback, it's almost, what are you going to do? You have a bigger receiver in Sharper. The pass is behind you, so you have to stop on a dime, running full speed, and then try to adjust. It's a tough ask for a cornerback to make. Nonetheless, it'll be a first down for Brophy on the 15-yard penalty. Important to note, not the NFL ruling, not the spot of the foul. It's just 15-yard penalty, and that moves the ball onto the Perry side of the field at the 48. 7:42 left to go. Brophy looking to take the lead on this drive. Humphrey gets the snap. Fakes to the right now, wanting to go left. They throw the pass on the left side, and it'll be a gain of only a couple. They're going to say the receiver stepped out of bounds. That was Camarata on the reception, and it'll be second and long.
A 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 for Brophy.
Humphrey still in the game. We haven't seen Vandenbosch so far on this drive. It's been all Humphrey. Brophy still getting the play call from the far sideline. Man in motion. Humphrey in the gun. Gets the snap. He's going to give to Estrada on the left side, on the far side, and he's short of the markers. It'll be a gain of potentially 4 to 5. It'll set up 3rd and short here for the Broncos.
Looks like it's 3rd and 3.
Yeah, Estrada coming into tonight's game among the leaders of this Brophy running attack. They have a handful of guys near 25 to 30 carries on the season. Estrada came into tonight's ball game with 24 carries, 134 yards on the ground, and 2 tutties. And he's still out there on the field now on 3rd and short. You also wonder for Brophy, they've had a hard time containing the Perry offense if they might go for it if they don't pick up this 3rd down. Humphrey gives to Estrada. He makes one man miss. He's right at the line to gain. He looks to be short. Flag comes in after the play. Looks like it's going to be some sort of unsportsmanlike conduct. The question is on who. As the referees are talking it over. Quite a lengthy discussion. They're looking toward, it looks like the Brophy sideline. We'll see what the call is here. So after the play, we had a personal foul. It's going to be against the Pumas. There's someone against that, someone in there late after the play, probably in the scrum. Another costly penalty for the Pumas. And the Broncos, just like that, move inside the 25-yard line into the 22.
Yeah, that was tough.
Humphrey after the penalty, rolling to his right, throws over the middle, caught. That's sharper, and it'll pick up 6 yards to the 14-yard line. 8 yards to the 14-yard line, and it'll be 2nd down. Talk about the Perry penalties so far. You had the roughing the punter, which led to the touchdown drive in the 1st quarter. You have 2 penalties on this drive, a pass interference, and now an unsportsmanlike personal foul. And the Broncos are threatening here at the 14-yard line on 2nd and 2. That's Estrada in at running back to Humphrey's left. Humphreys throwing on the far side, and that play is blown up. The ball came out again, and they're actually going to rule it an incomplete pass. Thankfully, if you're a Broncos fan, as that was Benzie, the intended receiver, ball looked like it hit right off his chest plate there on his shoulder pads.
Yeah, and if they would have ruled that as a fumble, they would have been back another 4 yards.
Clock stops at 5:50 to go here in the 1st half. 3rd and 2 from the Perry 14, and this Perry defense looking to pick up another clutch 3rd down stop. That's Vanden Bosch in at quarterback now. He's going to keep it himself, follow his blockers, and he's got enough for the 1st down. They're going to spot him at the 10, so it'll be 1st and goal for Brophy.
Close to a 1st down, number 57 there for the Pumas to make the stop. Brady Glascock. The result of the play is
Vanden Bosch coming into this game, not much of a thrower. He has thrown it. He was only 2 for 3 for 49 yards coming into tonight's game, and he's shown the ability to throw it when needed. But also when you come in at 6'2", 200 pounds, you can probably run the ball quite a bit for some success here in the high school level. As Vanden Bosch rolling right, he's met with some trouble. The ball comes out again. He recovers it, picks it up himself, dragging men past the 10-yard line. What a crazy play. It's actually going to be a gain on the play for Brophy up till the 7-yard line. He gets hit, ball pops out, picks the ball up on the bounce, and picks up a handful of yards. And what's going on with Brophy right now, Tim? Some butterfingers, eh?
Yeah, they're not. That was the 3rd. He fumbled the ball. That ball was out, and he recovered it and came back and got it. Picked up 6 or 7 yards. But
as Estrada takes the carry here, it's going to be not much of a gain, maybe 1 or 2. Sets up 3rd down and goal at the 7-yard line. Vanden Bosch fumbled, was immediately taken off the field, but now re-enters the game at quarterback, replacing Humphrey.
I thought he may have hurt himself because he looked like his left arm was hurt a little bit, but I guess not.
3rd and goal from the 7. Perry trying to get off the field in a drive full of fumbles, penalties. Brophy looking to punch it in. Vanden Bosch gets the snap. He's going to keep rolling to his right. Has no one to throw it to. Now he's trying to make a play himself. Cuts up field. He's right at the end zone. They're going to mark him short. It's going to be at the 1-yard line. Vanden Bosch thought he got in. Referee disagrees, and it's 4th and goal from the 1. 3.5 minutes remaining in the 1st half. Brophy started this drive with almost 10 minutes left to go. Offense stays on the field, and with a guy like Vandenbosch, you would expect them to run the ball, and the Pumas are going to take a timeout. Pretty important time to make sure that we have everything aligned defensively. We're going to take a quick break with a timeout. When we come back, Brophy going for it from the 1-yard line on 4th and goal.
Remember, fans of 50/50 raffle. One ticket for $5, 5 tickets for $20. You must be touched.
Welcome back to John Wren Stadium. 4th and goal from the 1. Brophy going for it. It's Vandenbosch going to be the quarterback. Tim, do you think here 4th and 1 need that extra yard? These guys been watching any Eagles film, you think? Maybe a little tush push here?
There you go. That would be great. That would be great. Donovan McNabb would love that play.
4th and goal from the 1. Brophy looking to take the lead. Vandenbosch hurries under center. They are going to run it up the middle. We have flags flying in from everywhere. It looked like he got in, but with the flag coming in, you'd imagine that this play is probably going to be canceled, maybe a false start, maybe illegal formation. Flag coming in from the far side line judge and one from the head referee. We'll see what we got. Here we go. Referee getting ready to make the call. And it looks like it's going to be either a false start or a legal formation on the Broncos. So take the touchdown off the board if he got in. It looked like he did. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, and it'll move the Broncos back to the 5. I think the tush push is out of the question now.
I think so too. I'm not sure if he got in. It was really close. Really close.
So now Brophy, after the penalty, they're going to go for the field goal here. It'll be a relative chip shot, only about a 21 to 22-yard field goal. Snap is clean, kick is up, and it sails through the uprights good. And the Broncos added on 3 points. That was Ryder Hampton, who made actually his first field goal of the season just there. He was 12 for 12 on point afters, but he knocks in his first 3-pointer of the year. We'll take a quick break and come back with the kickoff. Perry's up 13-10 here with 3:17 left to go in the first half.
Audio Video 360. Michael Pollack Investment. Boutique Travel Effort Advisors. Secretary. Waste Management Senior Focus. Elite Care. American Legion of Gilbert. Print It Print. Sonoran Breeze Pool. The McCarthy Group Real Estate Professionals. And Byron Brown, the anti-lawyer lawyer. Thank you for your support.
Welcome back to John Wren Stadium. The Pumas up by 3 points after the Brophy field goal. They'll get a chance here with 2 timeouts to throw some more points on the board. Important to note, Brophy got the ball to begin the game, so Perry will be receiving the second half kickoff. As this kickoff is short and returned at the 9-yard line. That looks like Frazier trying to bust it outside, and not initially down. He landed on a Brophy player, got back up. You love to see that effort from Frazier, although it doesn't lead to much in the way of a return. He returned it, or caught the return at the 10 and gets out to the 21-yard line.
His legs never stopped. His legs never stopped. That was good.
Snyder coming back on to the field to take over at quarterback. Again, important note from Snyder, 6'3", 210, only a sophomore. And for a Perry school that is still coming out of the Purdy era, if you will, between Brock and Chubba, finding their footing here in 2024, starting 3-0. Snyder in the pistol, gets the snap, looking to his right. That's not available. Now trying to make something happen, has all day to throw. Eventually the pressure gets there, and he just fires it out of bounds, incomplete, and it'll bring up second down. One thing to watch out, though, for Tim, if you're the Pumas, you're feeling good, you're up 13-10, been in the lead almost the majority of the game here. You look out for maybe a little 3 and out. Right here, you give Brophy the ball back. They have a timeout, good field position. It's an important drive here.
Yeah, I mean, there's 3 minutes left. There's plenty of time. Snyder hesitated a little bit. I think he had a little opportunity to run the ball and get 5 or 6 yards. But like you said, he's only a sophomore, so I mean he's definitely got an arm.
As that one, the arm comes right back into the equation. Good call, partner. It'll be a first down for the Pumas up to the 45-yard line. Snyder fitting it into the tightest of windows, and the Pumas, they say to heck with that 3 and out. We got the first down at midfield.
That was a great throw.
Referee's waiting for the chain gang to set up the chains, and we have a timeout on the field to get the chains set up. As Brophy makes a late sub. They'll reset the play clock here. And now we have the far side line judge. Brophy's just going to take a full timeout. So we'll step away here for a moment as Brophy burns their last timeout of the half. 2:46 left to go in the second quarter. Perry with the ball at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Pumas when we come back on Perry Live 365.
As a reminder to all our spectators tonight, please continue to exhibit good sportsmanship by showing respect for all fans, officials, staff members, coaches, and players. Thank you. The Puma drive continues. First and 10 from their own 34.
Pumas come back onto the field after the timeout. Ball at the 44-yard line, looking to extend their 3-point lead here in the dying moments of the first half. Snyder gets the first down snap. He gives to his left, and this play blown up from the start. That was Maddox Ford on the carry, and on the tackle for the Broncos, John McDade, the 6'2 senior, coming in and blowing that play up, moving the Pumas backwards.
Yeah, they lost 5 yards on that play.
Pumas already at the line of scrimmage, checking the play. And this is something you'll see kind of in the college game and definitely in the high school game. You'll see both teams look to their own sidelines. Brophy has an extra guy on the field that gets off just in time, as in the meanwhile, Perry with the completed pass on the near side, getting past the original line of scrimmage. That was Amos Augustine on the catch, and it'll bring up 3rd down for Perry.
If he would have snapped the ball a second earlier, it would have been a free play.
Yeah, would have had a chance to just kind of throw it up for maybe L.J. Walker or one of those other receivers. Instead, it's 3rd and 7, clock running. Brophy, no timeouts. Perry with 2. Ball at the 48. 7 to go. Snyder looking to his right. Nothing there. Now flushed out of the pocket. Needs to make something happen. Throws it left into the sidelines. Nobody home. Snyder taking care of the ball, just throwing it away. And with a minute 32, you'd imagine Perry probably punting here, and on comes the punt team.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting here to see how Brophy play this next drive, how aggressively they do so, because minute 32, no timeouts. However, the clock is stopped after every first down. So potentially a chance for Brophy to either tie the game or maybe even take the lead, depending on how aggressive they want to be on this drive. That's James Dean to punt for the Pumas after making his 2 field goals earlier tonight. Clock winding down, almost a delay of game, but they get the snap off in time. Dean's punt is a good one, and it's fair caught at the 20-yard line, and that's where Brophy will take over. That was Ryder Noche on the fair catch. Broncos will take over at the 20-yard line, down by 3 points with a minute 24 left to go in the first half.
Brophy's defensive line is big, and I think with Perry trying to run the ball, I think they need to maybe do some short screens or do something a little bit different than trying to run it up the gut. It's not working.
Yeah, we got a guy 6'2", 300 on Brophy's roster. You don't see that too often in the high school game. Jordan Humphrey in at quarterback, and he has the snap, throws immediately to his right side. That pass is complete, caught, and then out of bounds. That's Nathan Benzie on the reception. Rylan Humphrey, the quarterback, excuse me. Clock stops because the play went out of bounds after the 4-yard gain. Minute 21 left to go. Humphrey going to give to Chambers on the left side, and he's met at the line of scrimmage, and he's not going anywhere. Brophy deciding to run the ball with a minute left, and the Pumas, how about this, Tim? The Pumas are the ones taking a timeout. Brophy maybe trying to run the ball, maybe catch the Pumas off guard, but it sets up a 3rd and long, and Perry taking their second timeout with a minute left. We'll take a quick break for the timeout. Perry looking to get off the field and get the ball back with just over a minute left to play. It'll be 3rd and 5 when we come back here on Perry Live 365.
Earnhardt Santan Hyundai is proud to support Perry High School.
Welcome back to John Wren Stadium. The Pumas looking to get off the field here on 3rd down. Will be interesting to see what play Brophy draw up here. Are they going to play passively, try to get to halftime, or go for the 1st down? And they're moving backwards. The running back, Estrada, had a little flinch prior to going out in motion, and they're going to nail him for a false start, and the Broncos move back 5 yards. The ball now at the 20.
Third and 10.
Now you would think Brophy's, they had the big pass play earlier in the game, but they're not much of a passing team. You'd imagine they're just going to run the ball, make Perry burn a timeout, and try to play defense. Let's see what they do. Humphrey in at quarterback. Gets the play from the sideline. And here we go. He is going to pass it. They're going to set up the screen. The pass is complete on the near side, and this play has the potential to get the 1st down, and they do. Brophy sets up the screen. That's Estrada on the reception, and just like that, we're thinking maybe they're going to try to play for halftime. They pick up the 1st down, and with a minute in counting left to go, they need to play quick. Here's Humphrey rolling to his left, throws to his left. That's Estrada again. Let's see if he tries to get out of bounds. Trying to cut the ball upfield. He does get out of bounds at the 50. It'll be another 1st down for Brophy, and they are threatening here.
They're doing a hurry up because there's only 46 seconds left till the half, so, and they have no timeout, so they need to either get out of bounds or run the plays quick.
Yeah, you mentioned if those timeouts might come back to haunt them, and it seems it is coming back to haunt them right now. If you're the Brophy offense, you definitely would love maybe a timeout or two in your back pocket just in case. Humphrey in the gun from the 50-yard line. Estrada goes in motion. He fakes that way. Wanted to throw over the middle. He's got Sharper open. He makes the catch at the 30. Tackled there. And it'll be a 1st down for Brophy as they're going to spot the ball. And you'd imagine they're probably just going to clock it here after the 1st down. They do. They spike it. 37 seconds left to go here in the 1st half. And Brophy threatening to either tie the game or potentially even take the lead going into the half.
That was Sharper that caught that ball?
Sure was.
He was wide open.
Yeah, it was a good play from Brophy. They faked the screen on the near side in the flat, draw the defense in, leave Sharper wide open up the seam for the first down and then some. 2nd and 10 after the spike. Humphrey flushed out of the pocket, stays on his feet, looking, still going left, decides he's going to run it, then at the very last second throws. The pass is complete, short of the line to gain. Clock is ticking, 20 seconds. It's 3rd and 1. If they spike it, it'll bring up 4th down. They're not sure what to do. 15 seconds. They still haven't snapped the ball. Brophy taking plenty of time, and potentially they're just going to spike it and make sure it's the last play of the half after all this time has gone off the clock. And they do spike it with 6 seconds remaining.
Ooh.
And the field goal team will come out on the field, and Brophy had a player go down after the play.
That's Rylan Humphrey. Rylan Humphrey's down. Looks like his left ankle.
Oh man, that's tough to see. Humphrey's done a great job for Brophy on this drive. And Humphrey, Tim, I'm not sure if you caught it, seemingly out of nowhere, goes down as he's jogging off the field.
I think he got when he threw that pass, he got tangled up with a couple Perry players.
Shows great effort to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike the ball. He can't put any weight on it. We hope he's okay, and we hope to see him later in this game too, because he's been a great player for Brophy so far in this one. 6 seconds left to go here in the first half, and the Broncos are going to kick to try and tie the game. This is Hampton, who's 1 for 1 on field goals so far today. And it looks like it's going to be a 37-yarder or so. Perry is going to burn their last time out, and they're going to try and ice him here in the first half. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the last play, most definitely here of the first half. 13-10 the score. Brophy looking to tie us up here heading into the halftime break. We'll be back here on Perry Live 365.
Before the end of halftime, you must be present to win. 1 ticket, $5, 5 tickets for $20. The 50-50 raffle.
Hampton is on to kick for the Broncos. He's made his first field goal of the season earlier tonight. Snap is down, kick, might have got tipped. It's short, and it's no good. Hampton is down on the field, potentially some contact. Brophy won a flag, none coming, and the Pumas will take over with a second left, and barring a complete disaster, will go into the halftime up by 3 points.
Yeah, Perry definitely got a hand on that ball.
Perry blocked the kick, and you'd imagine here that Snyder and a quarterback for Perry is just going to take a knee and take us into the halftime break. Perry to receive the second half kickoff. They're up 13-10 after the blocked field goal. And we're just waiting on the officials to give us the okay. And here we go. Snyder under center. He'll plop down to a knee, and that will end the first half. We promised a good game, and so far it's delivered. The Pumas will get the ball to start the second half. Our score going into the break, Perry 13, Brophy 10. We're going to take a quick break and deliver the halftime band performance, and when we come back, we got the second half of action between the Pumas and the Broncos here on Perry Live 365. Welcome back to John Wren Stadium. We're all set for the second half of action between the Brophy College Prep Broncos and the Perry Pumas. Perry to receive the second half kickoff as they start the half with a 3-point advantage over the Broncos after Brophy's missed field goal, potentially blocked field goal at the end of the first half. We are ready for action here in half number 2 as the kick is caught at the 5-yard line, and here come the Pumas trying to make a return, and there is a return down the near sideline, and it's out past the 40. That's Talon Frazier on the return, and he made a couple men miss, and the Pumas starting out in pretty solid field position.
Yeah, they're on the 45-yard line. That was a heck of a return.
Little 40-piece for Talon Frazier on the return, and here comes Cale Snyder. Ran for a touchdown in that first half. Pumas added a couple extra field goals to get to their 13 points. We'll see what type of adjustments these teams made as we get set for the final 2 quarters. Snyder gets a snap he's going to give to Frazier right after the return. He bounces it outside. Flag comes in from the head official into the backfield. Frazier, meanwhile, picking up a gain of 6 or 7, likely to be coming back, though, as the flag is in the backfield.
Probably a holding penalty, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you'd imagine so. As the official getting ready to make the call, there's the hold, and it'll still be first down for the Pumas, and we'll see where they spot it. Remember, holding in high school is a spot foul. So the Pumas will start at the 36-yard line. And the flag being thrown at the line of scrimmage, so it will be 1st and 20 for the Pumas. As Snyder looking over the middle, and it falls incomplete, potentially some miscommunication. Snyder looking to the sideline, and the ball almost intercepted is incomplete as he was looking for Peyton Greco as he daps up his quarterback after that. Says, it's all good. Let's find it here on second down. Frazier in behind for the quarterback, Snyder. 4 wide set here for the Pumas. Snyder, 3-step, quick throw to his right side. That pass is caught, and it'll be a short gain for the Pumas. That's Wendell Schaefer on the reception, and it'll be 3rd and 11, it appears, for Perry.
Well, at least that first play, they didn't run it up the gut. They got a couple yards. If there wasn't a hold, he had got 6 yards. Maddox Ford.
And in the game right now at running back, it looks like it is Talon Frazier as Snyder drops back, looking deep on the left side. Now spins around, gets himself out of pressure, looking to throw, stumbles as he does throw, and because of the stumble, the pass falls short, incomplete. He was looking for Greco again, and the Pumas will be punting to start the second half. It'll be James Dean on the punt for Perry. 2 receivers back for Brophy. Looks like one of those is Cree Thomas, the 6'1 senior. And the other person in there, Ryder Noche. Dean waiting for the snap. A little bit of a low snap. He's able to adjust. Swirling punt, and the punt is fair, caught at the 24-yard line, and that's where Brophy will take over. That was Thomas on the fair catch. So we saw Rylan Humphrey, Tim, go down near the end of the first half, and I don't see him out there yet, so it looks like this will be Vandenbosch to start for quarterback for the Broncos.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He had a really good first half. I hope he's okay.
Vandenbosch, primarily a runner, coming into the game, only threw the ball 3 times in Brophy's first 3 games, but we've seen him throw it so far tonight. This time, though, he gives on the carry to Chambers. It loses a yard, and Brophy will have 2nd and 11.
That was Maddox Ford that tackled him behind the line of scrimmage.
Maddox Ford, 19 total tackles coming into tonight's game. Also had an interception to his credit. Another TFL for Ford, forces 2nd and 11.
I'm looking at Brophy's roster. They don't have another quarterback, so they don't have a third quarterback.
Vanden Bosch throws to his left, pass falls. Oh, it's an interception! How about that?
Holy
Devin
cow.
Sarpy, pass going to the ground, makes the adjustment, catches the ball before it hits the ground, and mark it, the 3rd Brophy turnover has Perry in business with the ball being placed inside the 30-yard line.
Wow, what a play. That was incredible. I had no idea he caught that.
The pass from Vanden Bosch was low. Sarpy, with a little bit of contact on the receiver, was able to make the adjustment and come away with the interception. Perry takes over now at the 29. Straight after the punt, they have great field position once again. Snyder gets the ball. He gives to Frazier. Frazier bouncing it outside. Now turns upfield down the left hash. Picks up 7 to 8 yards. Actually give him 9 on the carry. And Tim, we were talking about it at halftime or before the half. Brophy was doing a good job getting some interior pressure on the Perry running game, but Perry starting this half strong on the ground.
Yeah, no, they're starting to go outside, and they're getting yardage with the run.
2nd and 2, gain of 8 officially for Brophy as Frazier gets the ball again. He's met immediately at the line of scrimmage. That one's going nowhere, and a gain of a yard at most brings up 3rd and 1 for Perry.
A 1-yard pickup, 3rd down, 1 yard to go for Perry.
Ball at the 20-yard line. We'll see what Perry drop here on 3rd down. We've seen them run the ball on 3rd and 4th down earlier in this game. 3rd and 1. Keep an eye out for a potential play action, or potentially some sort of RPO play. Snyder adjusts the play, gets under center. Puts a man in motion, gets a snap, he gives it straight up the middle, and Brophy make the play in the backfield. That's number 11, Bastian Vanden Bosch on the stop. It'll be a loss of a yard or 2, and Perry still looking for answers on that 3rd and 4th down rushing. Perry's offense, at least for the time being, is staying on the field. We've seen James Dean knock through a couple of field goals, including one from 49. But Coach Ortiz electing to go for it here on 4th and 2. Perry gets the play from the sideline. Snyder gets the snap, drops back, wanting to throw to the end zone. He has a man, passes incomplete. There's contact, no flag thrown, and Brophy will take the ball over after Perry turns it over on downs. Brophy's defense able to get off the field. Snyder looking for L.J. Walker. It falls incomplete, and Brophy's defense survives and gives the offense a chance to get back on the board.
Yeah, the pass was a little bit short, and the defender just knocked it down.
.8:37 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Brophy's taking over at the 21 after the interception by Vanden Bosch. Again, Vanden Bosch not much of a thrower, at least on the stat line, as he gives up the middle. It will be a successful run. That's Estrada on the carry. Looks like he picked up 6.
With Brophy now probably trying to run the ball more so than pass, it looks like Coach Ortiz has to maybe readjust his defensive line.
Officially a gain of 5. Vanden Bosch in the shotgun. Gives back to Estrada, who bounces to the right side. He's got a lane and just trips over a man trying to hurdle him. Dangerous play there for the Pumas. Very easily, Estrada could still be running into the end zone, but it's a 1st down nonetheless from Brophy. Vanden Bosch Gets the snap. He's going to keep this time. Stiff arms a man. Is met by another Puma, and is only a gain of 1 or so. That was Maddox Ford in there for the stop, along with help from Ricky Stewart for the Pumas.
A 1-yard gain. Second down, 9 yards to go for the Broncos.
Broncos have been playing a lot of this RPO offense. Vanden Bosch electing to keep on the last play. Now faced with 2nd and 9. Vanden Bosch bounces to his right. Gets a block from the running back Estrada, wanting to throw over the middle, and does. It's a leaping catch by Dalen Sharper. It'll be a first down for the Broncos up to the Perry 44-yard line.
Number 11, Wheeler there for the Pumas. First down.
Well, Vanden Bosch can throw the ball. That was a nice throw.
Yeah, nice throw. Good adjustment by Sharper to come back to that ball. A touch underthrown. He had to stop, but did a good job adjusting to it, leaping for the catch. And it gives Brophy the first down. Sharper takes a play off. Fitzgerald comes on for Brophy. Haven't seen too much of him so far tonight, as Vanden Bosch is going to run it on a design keeper to the right side. Lots of room to run, and he's knocked out of bounds on the far side, depending on the spot. It's close to the marker, maybe a yard short or so. Looks like a gain of 9 for Brophy. Vanden Bosch, we mentioned it earlier, coming in at 6'2", 200 pounds. Not afraid to get in there as a runner, not afraid to put his shoulder down and hit somebody.
Yeah, he's done well running the ball. I don't know how many yards he has, but he's got to have 40 yards.
Yeah, I'm sure a healthy amount. Vanden Bosch now basically the same play, cuts it upfield, has the first down and then some for Brophy up to the 30-yard line. That's where he stopped, but it'll be a first down for the Broncos. And you see a lot of times, Tim, with run games in football, the first half might not look pretty, but run after run after run after run, it starts to wear on that D-line, and you wonder if that's the case so far for the Pumas to start the second half.
Yeah, I think that's what I had mentioned earlier about Coach Ortiz trying to figure out, get some different linemen out there that can handle the run. Seems like that right side's.
First and 10 at the 30. Vanden Bosch keeps it. He wants to throw, and he does so toward Fitzgerald. Flag comes in late from the near side line judge. The pass was caught by Fitzgerald doing a patented toe tap. I wonder where he learned that one from. But the line judge on the near side throwing a flag, and we'll see what the penalty is and if this one's coming back. And the flag is going to be an illegal man downfield. You see that from time to time with these RPOs, that the offensive linemen are blocking for the run. They push up the field to try to create a lane for the running back. Obviously, this time, Vanden Bosch electing to pass, and it costs his team 5. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 35. Brophy gets the play from the sideline. 6:07 left to go here in the third quarter. Brophy's second drive of the quarter, their first drive, as Estrada carries the ball up the middle. He'll pick up a handful of yards there.
Just about back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like even just maybe a yard or two past it. So it'll
Yeah.
be 2nd and it looks like 8 for the Broncos. So they pick up 7 on the run after the penalty, picks up 2nd and 8. Vanden Bosch gives to Estrada again, follows his blocks, trying to cut it outside. Nothing doing there. Good tackle there from the Pumas. And it'll be 3rd and it looks like 7. They'll give him a yard.
Carlos Estrada's getting a workout.
Yeah, no doubt about that. We haven't seen too much of Harrison Chambers so far in this game. He came into the game Brophy's leading rusher, at least when it comes to yards. And he spent most of this half on the sideline. Trip set for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They've made a field goal. Vanden Bosch trying to get the play.
Got 5 seconds left.
Yeah, play clock is running out here as Estrada flips over to Vanden Bosch's left. Get the play off with 1 second. Vanden Bosch looking left. Now he's going to take off and run. He does so up the middle. Makes a move, is stopped inside the 20-yard line at the 16. It'll be more than enough for the first down, and Brophy keeps the drive alive through the legs of Van Bosch. Maddox Ford on the tackle for the Pumas. Plays on both sides of the ball, running back and in there at linebacker as well. 1st and 10 from the 17, officially for the Broncos. As a man goes in motion, that's Camerata. Van Bosch going to keep himself, looking for a few blocks. Sidesteps to his left, spins up the middle. Nice play from Van Bosch. He picks up, it looks like 5 on the carry. Gets up to the, looks like the 11-yard line or so, 12-yard line.
I'm just looking at this roster, the offensive linemen. Like you had said, I think earlier, they're 285, 280, 300.
That's a big group.
Yeah.
It's a big group on the interior for Brophy. As Estrada has the carry, bouncing outside, flag coming in late. You'd imagine it's probably a hold as Estrada getting toward the sideline right at the marker, but you'd imagine this one probably coming back with the flag in the backfield. As you see the official there is a hold, so this one's coming back for Brophy. Just north of 3.5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. We've been scoreless so far in this third quarter. Both teams making adjustments and holding each other's offenses in check to start this second half. There's Chambers now in the backfield for Brophy. 4-wide set. Van Bosch with the snap, steps up in the pocket, switches hands with the ball, throws on the run to Fitzgerald. He makes the catch, dragging a man into the side, the 10-yard line, still going. The pile moving forward. Helmet flies off. It'll be a first down for Brophy at the 5-yard line, and the Broncos have it 1st and goal.
Fitzgerald got about 8 yards after the catch.
And he refused to go down
as
well, dragging a couple Puma defenders with him until the group finally caught up with him. 1st and goal from the 5. Chambers in there in the backfield. As Van Bosch confirms the call, relays it to his offensive line. 5 seconds to go on the play clock. They get the snap off in plenty of time. They give on the left side to Chambers. He's near the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown, Brophy. They retake the lead with 2:50 left to go in the third quarter. It's Harrison Chambers with his first touchdown of the year, and it puts the Broncos up 16-13.
Yeah, that was a great play right up the middle with the lineman. There was a huge gap in the middle.
Did a nice job avoiding a couple hits, and Chambers stretches the ball out, gets into the end zone. The point after is up and through, and with 2 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter, Brophy retake the lead. They're up 17-13, and we will step aside for a quick moment from John Wren Stadium. The Pumas will get the ball back, trailing by 4. Welcome back to Chandler, Arizona. The Pumas getting the ball back, trailing by 4 points. 17-13 our score. Again, Max Preps has both these teams ranked inside the top 15 in the state of Arizona. Perry coming in at number 11, whereas Brophy coming in at number 4. As the kick is away, looks like Wendell Schaefer is on the return at the 10-yard line, and he looks to cut it up the far sideline. Does so nicely out past the 30 to around the 35. Couple of flags flying in late from the far side official, and we've seen a lot of yellow, a lot of laundry on the field in this one, Tim.
Yeah, the one ref just threw his hat.
Yeah, typically when they that means there's a couple of penalties. They already threw the flag, so they don't have another one, so they'll throw the hat in there too. You think maybe a hold combined with potentially a late hit out of bounds? Referees discussing it on the far side, as you can see on your screen. Looks like one of the officials signaled for a face mask. Let's see. So personal foul. There's a face mask on Brophy and a personal foul on the Pumas. So those are going to be offsetting penalties. And we're going to be kicking the ball again, I believe. And some confusion on the field. Both teams now jogging off the field. Personal fouls on both teams. So we will be kicking off again. So Wendell Schaefer and it looks like L.J. Walker back deep for the Pumas to return. And we'll run this one back. Pumas have gotten a couple of decent returns out past the 45 in this game. That was a nice return until the penalties, negating it.
It's a good thing there wasn't a third one. Somebody might have taken their shirt off.
This kick is away, going right back to Wendell Schaefer, who this time catches at the 8. And guess what? He's going right back up that far sideline. He's met by a flurry of Broncos out past the 30, almost to the exact same spot where he was on the first kickoff, maybe just shy of the 35-yard line. And that's where the Pumas will start. So after the double dip on kickoffs, the Pumas start on the 34-yard line up on the left hash. Snyder in at quarterback for the Pumas, looking to answer Brophy's last score. He'll start 5-step drop, looking over the middle, throws, it's caught, and then the catch is taken on the far side up to the 41-yard line. That's Amos Augustine, said his name a lot tonight. He's got a gain for 5 or 6 for the Pumas. Officials gave him an extra yard. 2nd and 3 for the Pumas, gain of 7. Blitz coming off the end. Pumas pick it up. They give up the middle, and right near the line again will be a first down for the Pumas up the middle. That's Maddox Ford on the carry, and he's got the chain gain moving.
That was the first time we've seen the Pumas gain some yardage up the middle.
Yeah, it's been a very methodical process, very trying process for the Pumas to get some traction on the inside, and now they go to throw, and the pass is caught going to the ground. That's a nice catch. It'll only be a gain of, looks like 3 to 4 yards. Hayden Moon on the reception for the Pumas. Minute 30 left to go in the third quarter. Gain of 4 on the pass as the Perry offense gets their signs from the sideline. Brophy looking to their sideline as well. As the give to Ford, straight up the middle. Big hole for the running back to run through up to the Brophy 44-yard line. It'll be another first down for the Pumas.
That's two plays in a row up the middle. Looks like Perry's got it figured out a little bit.
So almost both teams kind of counter-punching going up the middle. Minute left here in the third quarter as Snyder gets the pass. He wants to go deep. He's looking, and the ball is just overthrown. It falls incomplete. Looking for Max Wendell Schaefer. Looked like Wendell Schaefer had to step inside. The pass just overthrown, and it falls incomplete, bringing up 2nd and 10. looking for the deep shot there, had the one-on-one matchup. Brophy have done a nice job of keeping number 8, LJ Walker, contained so far tonight. You see him on the far side of your screen as Snyder looking left, now running left, and he's going to keep it himself out past the 40-yard line, puts his shoulder down, invites the contact, looks to pick up 8 or 9 on the carry, and he'll bring up 3rd and short for the Pumas.
That pass was just about 2 yards overthrown, and the receiver was open. Was that Wenderschiel?
Sure was, yeah, Wendell Schaefer.
Wendell Schaefer.
Snyder does a nice job getting the Pumas back on schedule, though, offensively, bringing up 3rd and 2. And he gets the snap. Design run, quarterback draw, spinning after the contact. They're going to mark him short of the line to gain. It's bring up 4th and 1. It looked like a pretty questionable spot. It looked like from here he might have gotten it. Line judge on the far side disagrees, and the Pumas probably will let the clock run out here in the 3rd quarter so they can think about a play call, but it brings up 4th down. Perry making some subs, taking their time to do so, and it looks like they're in no hurry to get to the line of scrimmage. I can't imagine they would run a play here with only 6 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. They are lining up, though, and this looks like a potential tush-push formation. They snap it, they give it up the middle, and
oh my gosh, he breaks loose.
How about this? Touchdown, Pumas! We were talking about the struggles up the middle, but they finally break through, and they do so for a 35-yard touchdown, and the Pumas, just like that, retake the lead.
I think they may have caught the defense off guard, thinking, like you had said, that they were going to let the clock run out, and caught them sleeping.
I think they did. I'm shocked that they ran a play, but it obviously turned out to be the right decision. It looked like that was Nate Wheeler on the carry for the Pumas. 35 yards on 4th and 1. They give it straight up the middle. He breaks through the crowd and scores a touchdown, giving the Pumas the lead right at the death of the 3rd quarter. James Dean now on for the point after. Kick is up and through. And to end the 3rd quarter, the Pumas retake the lead. They're up 20-17. It's been a good one so far, and it should be a very exciting last 12 minutes to go here from John Wren Stadium. We'll be back with the 4th quarter here on Perry Live 365. Welcome back to John Wren Stadium. Perry with a 20-17 lead versus the Brophy College Prep Broncos, scoring on the last play of the 3rd quarter, converting a 4th and 1 with a huge run. And James Dean's kick is through the end zone, and the Broncos will take over on the touchback. And Tim, we said it all game before the game. We knew it was going to be a good one, and it's living up to the hype so far.
Yeah, this is a great game. I mean, Perry's up 3 last quarter, and it's a tight game. It's a tight game. That Nate Wheeler with that, broke through the middle of the defensive line and ran in for the touchdown. That was I didn't even think they were going to snap the ball with just a few seconds left.
Yeah, you think a lot of coaches in that spot will take the timeout at the end of the quarter to draw up their best play. Perry snapped the ball, and it pays dividends for him in the form of 6 points. Vandenbosch in at quarterback for Brophy. He gives to Chambers on the left side, and Chambers breaks through the first level of defense, runs for 10 or 11. It'll be enough for Brophy first down, and Brophy answered back quick on the ground for a gain of 11. And quick on the next play, it's a quick screen on the far side. That's Devin Fitzgerald. He makes the catch and runs up for, looks like 7 or 8, up to the 38-yard line. It looks like they're going to spot it on the far side. Brophy moving quick here in this fourth quarter. They're not messing around. As they get back to the line of scrimmage quickly. Brophy's receiver on the near side, not exactly sure what the play is, as Vandenbosch keeps on the option, makes one man miss on the far side until he's eventually knocked out of bounds shy of the 50-yard line. It'll be a first down for Brophy. Something to keep an eye on for the Pumas. Looks like Snyder, the quarterback, is getting worked on the training table here on the near side. Looks like they might be working on his non-throwing arm. So just something to keep in mind for when the Pumas retake the ball. Is here the pass is tipped and falls harmlessly to the ground. Nice play from the Perry defense. That looked like number 22, Ricky Stewart, in there getting a hand on the pass and batting it up and it falling incomplete.
Yeah, Peyton Greco, the backup quarterback, number 9, is warming up on the sidelines, taking some snaps and throwing the ball.
Yeah, just something to watch out for on the next Perry offensive drive. Greco, a senior, coming in, listed as quarterback, free safety, and a receiver. We've seen him at receiver a lot so far tonight. Vandenbosch looking to throw on this play, rolling right, throwing right, pass is caught. It'll be a first down for Brophy. Nice throw and catch there. That's Nathan Benzie on the reception. Only had 5 receptions coming into tonight's game, but picked up a big first down for the Broncos there.
Broncos are moving the ball.
Trailing by 3 points, a little over 11 minutes left to go here in this final quarter. Vandenbosch in the shotgun. Man comes in motion, and Vandenbosch is going to give to Chambers. Shrugs off one arm tackle, then is hit and hit hard. He'll pick up 2 or 3 yards for the Broncos, setting up second and medium.
It looks like Cale Schneider put his helmet back on, the quarterback for Perry.
Yeah, that's a good sign. He's warming up with Greco here on the near side. So it looks like they taped up potentially his left elbow. So potentially the elbow giving him some issues. Again, just something to keep note of when the Pumas take over. The question is, will they take over winning or losing? As Vandenbosch keeps himself on the option, jukes to his right inside the 20-yard line. It'll be a first down for Brophy. Vandenbosch waited to the last possible second to keep that ball instead of giving it to his running back, and he picks up a nice chunk of change up to the Perry 17-yard line.
Yeah, Estrada took that fake pretty good, and he got some yardage on that play.
Brophy moving the ball quick inside the red zone up to the Perry 18 is where they officially spot it. And now beginning to take their time. Estrada in there in the backfield. Receiver on the near side here, number 3, Benzie, not sure of the play. As Vandenbosch gets the snap, he gives up the middle to Estrada. Pumas had that one sniffed out, though. It's only going to gain a yard. After getting up here in a hurry, the Broncos now taking their time with the ball. No reason not to. Just south of 9.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. And still with 20 seconds to go on the play clock, we'll see how much time the Broncos want to chew. Vandenbosch throwing left for Fitzgerald. Caught his made nasty spin move, gets past one. It takes 4 or 5 Pumas to bring him down. It'll be a gain of 4 from Fitzgerald, and it'll set up an all-important third down.
Again, Fitzgerald didn't want to go down. Tenacious.
Yep, they'll keep him in there. He was jogging off the field for this play, but he'll stay in for 3rd and 4. And Fitzgerald comes here on the near side. You see him running across your screen there on the bottom. Estrada, the running back for Brophy, setting up 3rd and 4. Brophy up by 3, looking to extend the lead, ideally for them, to a 2-possession game. You hear the crowd getting involved. Vandenbosch gets the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Running right side, hit hard and short of the line of gain at the 20-yard line. It'll be 4th down for the Broncos.
That was a great tackle by, I think Maddox Ford made that tackle. Got in there right as the play started to develop.
It'll be 4th down for Brophy. Perry with the 3-point advantage. Vandenbosch on the field for 4th down. They're going to go for it, at least for the time being. They'll look to the sideline, potentially see what type of look they get from the Pumas and see if they want to go for it. Estrada flips over to the left of Vandenbosch. Vandenbosch going to keep it himself. He's running left, bounces outside, going to be close. He stiff arms a man, breaks a tackle, and he's in for the touchdown. Vandenbosch runs it 10 yards. He gives Brophy the lead. Just like that, the Broncos strike back, and they retake the lead from the Pumas, 23-20, with 7:26 left to go in the game.
Yeah, he had a few nice blocks, but Vandenbosch just ran it in, muscled it in.
Punch, counter punch from these two teams as the point after is up and through. Vandenbosch did a nice job to corral that snap. It was a touch high. And with 7:26 left to go, Brophy retake the lead, 24-20. We'll step aside and come back for the final 7.5 minutes from John Wren Stadium. The Pumas trailing by 4. Brophy getting set to kick off, up by 4 points. As it's a little squib kick up the middle. They've been tired of Wendell Schaefer's returns. However, he picks it up on the bounce, cuts it to the outside, breaks a couple of tackles, out past the 40, near the 45-yard line. And they tried the squib kick to take the big return away, but a big return is what Brophy gets. And the Pumas have nice field position to start off the drive up to the 42.
Yeah, he did another great job getting that ball and just hugging that sideline.
Followed his blocks, and the Pumas in good field position to start, as it is going to be Snyder who retakes the field for the Pumas at quarterback. We'll see if maybe we've seen both quarterbacks lower their shoulders, invite contact. We'll see if maybe he's a little bit more passive and maybe elects to slide if he tucks it and runs at any point on this drive. Just something to look out for. Snyder gets the snap. 5-step drop. They fake the screen and eventually do throw the screen because it's open. Talon Frazier bounces off 2 runners. Low man wins there for the Pumas. That fires up the crowd. It'll pick up 5 for Perry.
Yeah, holy cow. He took a shot and came right back.
Two Broncos cannot bring down Talon Frazier at 5'10", 180. Picks up 5 for the Pumas. Man jumps into the neutral zone. No flags from the officials. Snyder gets the snap on the wrong side. He gives to Frazier. Frazier with a stiff arm, trying to get as close as possible to the line to gain. Puma bench wanted a late flag, and they got it. Flag comes in late, and we'll see if the Pumas get an extra 15 here because of the late hit. Official on the near side talking with the referee. Did you see Frazier? There's gotten the rock the last couple plays for the Pumas. And you see the view from the Perry sideline. The flag is not a late hit. It's actually a face mask, but it'll take 15 yards for the Pumas, so they'll take it either way. And the Pumas now into plus territory all the way up to the 35-yard line.
We couldn't see the face mask because of the Perry lineman standing on the side of the line, and that was fortunate for Perry. Pick up an extra 15 yards.
Costly penalty there for Brophy. Perry looking to capitalize. Snyder taking a shot down the field, looking for Walker, and it's batted away, incomplete. Great coverage there from Dominic Mitchell. He takes away a potential Perry touchdown, and it's 2nd and 10.
That was a great defensive play. He just swatted that the last second.
We've been looking for L.J. Walker all night, and on one-on-one coverage, Mitchell got the better of him there, and it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Pumas. Snyder in the pistol, Frazier in behind. Frazier looking left, flushed out of the pocket to the right, trying to make something happen, eventually throws the ball out of bounds, incomplete. Greco was in the area, but it was about 10 yards over his head. Looked like Snyder playing it safe and just getting rid of the ball, setting up 3rd and 10 for the Pumas, trailing by 4 points.
Schneider needs to either pass the ball a little bit quicker or get out of that. When he gets out of the pocket, he should be running the ball in to get some yardage.
He throws over the middle here. Greco's wide open, does well to stay on his feet. He's hit from behind. Ball comes out. Brophy has it. They're letting the play go on, and Brophy will take over on the fumble. It'll be Brophy ball. That's Cree Thomas on the fumble recovery, and John Wren Stadium goes silent. Greco makes the catch, had the first down. Ball pops out, and now the Broncos with a chance to ice the game up by 4 points with 6 minutes left to go.
He was hit from behind, never saw it coming.
A backbreaker if you're a Perry fan. Ball coming out late. And the Brophy offense, who just orchestrated a long touchdown, now comes back onto the field at the 36-yard line. 6 minutes left to go in the ball game. Both teams, 3 timeouts. Brophy with the touchdown extends the lead to 2 possessions. Vanden Bosch in the gun. He's going to give to Estrada on the near side. Estrada breaks past one arm tackle, hurdles a man out past the 50-yard line. Perry player wants a flag, no flag coming, and Estrada with a gain of 16 on the play up to the Perry 49.
Estrada has to have over 100 yards.
Yeah, this second half has been all on the ground, which is, I think, to be fair, what we expected, especially with Vanden Bosch. Not much of a statistical thrower, only 3 passes coming into tonight's game, as Perry gets a late sub onto the field. Vanden Bosch in the gun. Estrada still in there. Gives it to Estrada, navigates his way through the defensive line, gets up to the 45. It'll be a gain of 4 and set up 2nd and 6 for the Broncos. And Brophy obviously with the lead, in no hurry to get the clock, to get the next play off before the clock. We have 25 on the play clock, almost 5 minutes left in the game. And Brophy, like I mentioned, in no hurry.
They're pretty much in control of the game until, if they can, hopefully maybe Perry can strip the ball.
Yeah, the Pumas need to get off the field one way or the other. This is Chambers in the game. He's met after a spin move past the line of scrimmage, only picks up a yard, and it'll set up a 3rd down. We were talking about getting off the field, and this is an opportunity for them to do so right there. That was Brady Glasscock on the tackle for the Pumas. And here we go, Tim, 3rd and 5, 4.5 to go. This feels like a potential game-changing play.
Yeah, Estrada's back in. And Fitzgerald's in as well. Oh, looks like they called a timeout.
Yeah, we'll see. Potentially maybe an equipment malfunction. Clock is stopped for the time being at 4:26. Yeah, no timeout as the offense retakes the field. Play clock reset to 25. And here we go. You'd imagine if they don't pick this up as a late sub comes on for Brophy, seem rather disorganized. Play clock still not running yet. And now the clock will wind. Brophy looking to the far sideline, getting their play. Perry trying to get off the field, give their offense an opportunity to go and win the game. Van den Bosch going to keep to himself on the left side, trying to navigate up through the middle, and he's got the 1st down. Gain of 6 for Van den Bosch going up the middle, getting past a couple of diving Pumas, and the Broncos get the 1st down up to the 38s. Under 4 minutes left to go, and it's not quite timeout time if you're the Pumas, but it's getting near to timeout time.
It is. You got 3.5 minutes left. And Brophy's in no rush.
Yeah, 10 seconds. They're still getting set. Down to 7 seconds on the play clock here. Van den Bosch with the snap. He'll keep it to himself. Why not? As he gets past one tackle, trying to cut upfield on the left side, and helmet flies. They'll be short of the line of game by a few yards, and it'll bring up 2nd down for the Broncos. Three minutes and 10 seconds in counting. Second and 7 for the Broncos. Ten seconds in counting now on the play clock. Van den Bosch has a man go in motion. He gives to his running back, gets a man to miss. Flag comes in, and it'll be a 1st down on the play. However, a flag coming in, you'd imagine probably with the placement, it'll be a hold on the Broncos. Here comes the call from the main official. And it looks like potentially a block in the back or a hold. And Perry will take it either way. And it'll bring up 2nd and very long. So it was a hold. And it'll knock the Broncos back all the way to the 50. Or excuse me, the 45-yard line. Tim, the logo's so big, I thought that was the 50.
I know. What did we say? It was 30 yards long?
30 yards long. Hard to miss. 2:25 left to go in the ballgame. 2nd and 17. Van den Bosch gets the snap. They're going to blow it dead. Looks like a false start on the Broncos as they continue their drive backwards.
Van den Bosch just grabbed his helmet. Looks like he's getting a little frustrated.
I spoke that one into existence, Tim. Now they're on the 50-yard line.
You saw into the future.
I guess so. The 45-yard line actually is what goes through the middle, at least the face of the Perry logo. It doesn't matter. 2nd and 22 now at the 50. 2:10 left to go. And Coach Ortiz on the sideline is incensed. He's screaming at the official for something. Not exactly sure if they wanted the clock to stop there, as they're going to give to Estrada on the far side, and he gets up to the 45, just past the 45, and Coach Ortiz will use his 1st timeout. So we'll take a quick break. Minute 49 left to go in this ball game. It's 3rd and 15. Perry with a very critical 3rd down to keep their chances in this one alive. We'll be back here on Perry Live 365.
The Perry Pumas Whataburger player of the game is number 11, Nate Wheeler. We'd like to thank our sponsors, School of Physical Therapy, Big Law, your East Valley personal injury attorney, MSCO Flooring.
Both teams retaking the field. 3rd and 15, minute 49. During the timeout, we realized that after the false start penalty, the clock was running. Not supposed to happen after an offensive penalty, so a big break for the Broncos as they're able to run off a few extra seconds after the false start. Perry have a chance, though, to get off the field. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Play of the game for the Pumas. Ball at the 43-yard line. We'll see how aggressive Brophy plays. Are they going for the jugular? Or are they trying just to play it safe and make Perry burn another timeout? Estrada, the running back. To Vandenbosch's left. They're going to throw. Vandenbosch with time. Sidesteps one. Ball comes on the ground. He picks it up, and he's knocked down at the 46. Perry taking another timeout. Another fumble from Brophy. Vandenbosch able to hop on it. It'll be a big loss, though, and it'll bring up 4th down. It appears, Tim, that Perry's going to get the ball back.
Yeah, he was hit from behind. He was hit from behind as he was kind of running up a little bit and knocked the ball out and right in front of him, and he jumped on it. So that was unfortunate that Perry couldn't get that ball back.
We'll step aside for the timeouts. Actually, never mind. Both teams retaking the field now. We'll keep it here. Just as a little side note, you see there the sideline camera work. That's courtesy of Peter Beatty. Shout out to Peter. Big Larry Fitzgerald fan. He's strapped on the sideline, Tim, with the Fitzgerald jersey in his pocket, hoping to meet Larry and get an autograph. How do you think that's going for him?
I hope he gets it. He's got the marker behind his ear. He's ready to go.
He came prepared. All right, so Brophy's going to punt. 4th and 18, minute 43. Perry at least is going to get a chance here to make something happen, needing a touchdown to win the game. Wendell Schaefer back deep at the 10 to return. The punt is up and away. Swirling kick. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds, and it will look like inside the 20. We'll see where they mark it. They're going to mark it at the 16-yard line, it appears. So Perry going to have to go the length of the field to win this game with a minute 37 left. We knew coming in this game it was going to be a challenge for these Pumas. Coming off of a win last week against the Queen Creek Bulldogs. Now with a minute 37, they have 1 timeout and need to go 85 yards to win the game. What does the sophomore have? Cale Snyder in the shotgun. Here we go. Gets his 5-step drop, looking to throw deep, does on the right side. Pass is dropped, it's incomplete. Looking for L.J. Walker, looked like he had it on his hip for a second, turned his head to go run and make a play, forgot the football, it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a laser. That was a laser of a throw. It looked like it bounced off him. It was he wasn't expecting it, I don't think, to come in that hard.
He stays on the field after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the Perry 15. Perry with the man in motion. Wendell Schaefer not exactly sure where he needs to line up, and he does, so eventually basically right on the numbers. Snyder looking to throw, looking for Walker. Pass is complete. It'll be enough for a first down. The clock stops momentarily while they spot it. Nice connection there from Snyder to Walker for a first down.
Clock's ticking.
Yep, clock is running as they set the ball. 1st and 10 from the Perry 27. Gain of 12 there from Snyder to Walker. Snyder rolling right, throwing right, has a man, goes through the hands of a Brophy defender, and it's caught for the first down. Hayden Moon with the completion. He's a little shaken after the catch. That went right through the hands of a Brophy defender, and Perry now all the way up to the 50-yard line after the completion.
What a great throw and an incredible catch. And the Perry receiver got laid out by a coach. He ran into a coach on the sidelines and stunned him a little bit.
Ball at the 50, a minute 12 to go. Perry on the move. Snyder looking left, lets it fly, and it's going to fly out of bounds, incomplete, looking for Greco. You think maybe Snyder was just getting rid of that one. Ended up on his keister after the play. It'll be second down.
I think so. We got a minute left, so there's time.
Yeah, definitely plenty of time. 2nd and 10 from the 50. Perry with one timeout. Of course, the clock stops after each first down to set the ball, so the Pumas will at least have a few seconds to get up to the line of scrimmage to spike it if need be. Minute 7 left to go in the ball game. Snyder sends Walker in motion. Gets the snap at his knees. Looking right, wants to throw deep, does on the right side. Walker is there with the completion at the 30-yard line. Clock will stop. They'll spot it there at the 29, actually. It's a 21-yard completion from Snyder to Walker, and the Pumas in business. Clock is running. Under a minute left to go. Snyder in the pistol, rolling left. Wanted to throw deep, does mid-size over the hands of Greco, almost intercepted, and everything will slow down on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, 48 seconds left, and the Pumas do need a touchdown for the win. They're down 4.
24-20, our score. You know, in these situations, you typically go to those star players. L.J. Walker's been huge on this drive with a couple big completions. That being said, though, I don't see him on the field for this play. Snyder gets the snap, looking right, wanting to throw, now bounces outside, throwing to the right side, has a man, and it's incomplete. Greco, the intended receiver, had a step on his defender. It falls incomplete and now sets up 3rd and 10 with 41 seconds.
That went right off his fingertips. That was so close. It would have been a great catch.
It would have been a great catch, and you think if he could stay on his feet, not really many people in front of him, would have been a first down for sure. And we have a sideline warning against the Broncos, against Brophy. So just a warning, that's the first sideline violation for Brophy. So ball stays put at the 29-yard line. As Snyder drops back 5 steps, plus some, rolling to his left, in trouble, throwing left, and it's going to fly out of bounds, overthrown for Hayden Moon. And here we go, Tim. Game on the line. 4th and 10, 34 seconds.
This is it, the last play.
And Perry, they're going to spend their last timeout right now to get the best play call they have for 4th and 10. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, the game's on the line. Perry with a 4th and 10 from the 29-yard line. We'll be back here on Perry Live 365. Doesn't get much bigger than this, folks. 4th and 10 with 34 seconds left to go. Perry, with no timeouts, need the first down to have a chance. Brophy gets off the field. That'll be all she wrote. Trip set here for the Pumas on the near side. Snyder in the pistol, gets the snap, rolling left. Looking for a man, throwing, and the pass is intercepted, and the Broncos take over on the interceptions. That's James Pike on the pick, and Brophy celebrate on the far side, and flags come in for celebration. All for naught. Snyder throws the interception, his 5th on the year, and that will do it here from John Wren Stadium.
Well, that was unfortunate. You got 28 seconds left. I'm sure Brophy's going to snap the ball and take a knee.
Yeah, they'll have some celebration penalties.
Right.
So they'll move back a little bit, but pending a crazy fumbled snap, that's going to be all she wrote. As Snyder, we see on the near sideline, a little gingerly. He can't believe it. Had a chance to go out and win the game, just couldn't get the job done. Brophy will take over at the 6-yard line, 1 snap, and that'll be all she wrote here from Chandler. You never know. We've seen a few of these fumbles earlier in the game. You do this 1,000 times. You know, quarterbacks a lot in these days stand in the gun, don't get a lot of under center practice. I've seen crazier, Tim. Vanden Bosch under center, clean snap, and he takes the knee, and that will do it. Somebody's O had to go, and tonight it'll be the Pumas who will fall to 3-1. Tim, it's a hard loss for this Perry team, but a great game, and unfortunately they fall short tonight 24-20.
It was a great game. I mean, you can't deny that. Both teams played hard. I hope that Humphrey is okay, the quarterback from Brophy, and yeah, it was a great game.
It was James Pike, the 6-foot junior, with the game-sealing interception on 4th down that sealed the deal for the Broncos as they improve to 4-0 on the year. It'll be interesting to see what the injury is with Humphrey, but Vanden Bosch did what he needed to do, went down the field, and led Brophy on a game-winning drive, capping it off with a 10-yard touchdown run of his own. Perry drops to 3-1 on the year, and Snyder, the sophomore quarterback, looked good at times. Brophy did a nice job of limiting L.J. Walker to only a handful of catches in tonight's game. Did not let him make a big play. That's going to be it for us from John Wren Stadium. The Pumas take their first loss of the season, 24-20. Until next time, this is Jordan Palacio for Perry Live 365, signing off. Good night, everybody.